What's up, guys? Long time no see. I'm hopping on. I actually have my little DJI camera on right now. I'm actually packing for a race tomorrow, but I wanted to hop on and talk about the past few months. I know the last video I uploaded was the Daytona 73, so I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about what's been going on since then, some goals of mine, and kind of what's been happening. So basically, since the beginning of this year, I set out and I wanted to run 2,000 miles this year, which is about 160 a month. And the first 2 months of the year, I was on track. I decided I wanted to run as many 50K's as I could this year, within a reasonable distance, not having to drive too far. So I signed up for Lake Guntersville in Alabama. That was middle of February, and then 14 days later, I ran Mount Cheehaw, and I'll throw some clips up here in a minute. And then a week after that, we were running the Barry Half Marathon. Hopeful to PR that one through our gym, our Arsenal gym. We created a little club. We're trying to kind of promote running, biking, swimming through that. So the Barry Half Marathon was kind of our first event we had with everybody. So yeah, I'll go through and kind of talk a little bit about how the 50Ks went this year so far. Really not really having many, honestly, goals, just kind of just doing it to do it. Get out there, get some miles on my feet, and learn more about my body. So if I go back to Guntersville, that one was a 2-loop course. You climbed about 5,300 feet total. So it took me 6 hours, 56 minutes. That's like an average pace of 13 minutes-ish. And I was on track to be under 6 hours coming through halfway, but then it started raining, and it just didn't pan out, which I'm not really upset about the time. 14 days later, we ran Cheehaw, which I think was much more difficult, and I ran Cheehaw with the mindset of just doing it to 14 days off of my last one, see how my body handles it, but also keeping in mind that in 7 days, that next Saturday, I'm trying to run the Barry Half Marathon, and I want to PR it. So we ran Cheehaw, basically super slow. It was around 5,800 feet of elevation, and my pace was about 15 minutes and 30 seconds. So it was about basically an hour slower than the Guntersville one, so it was like 7:54. Felt great afterwards, honestly. A lot of the reason I didn't pull my camera out and film a lot is because it rained almost the entire time. So I filmed what I could. And just kind of battled the weather. The weather has been crappy on these races so far. So Cheehaw's done. We move on, the next 7 days, go into the Barry Half Marathon, and we had a little incident at the house that Friday night till Saturday AM, where we basically had a tree limb fall on this roof, came through the ceiling while we were sleeping, and actually landed in our bed. So basically, I woke up about 1 o'clock that Saturday morning, that happening. We needed to be in Rome, I think, by 7 or 8. So I think it was 8. So basically, we were at the ER making sure my head and everything was checked out from 2 to 5. Got home around 5. We need to get up at 6 anyways to leave before 7. So Kinsley approved it. We went ahead and raced, and we did PR the half marathon. It actually was, my previous best in the half marathon was 1:56. I ran an 1:42, so almost 14 minutes faster. It's like an average pace of 7:46. So super thrilled with that, especially on the circumstances given. So now that we're in April, we have this 50K tomorrow. It's the one I ran last year, my first one, so it'll be my first time redoing an event again. So it'll be nice to see how much I've improved. And then we have Ragnar next weekend, which I'll bring you guys along for. But yeah, I just wanted to share this quick video. Appreciate you watching the video, and we'll see you in the next one, and try and get more back to uploading more, try and get quality back up there. But yeah, these past couple months have been kind of busy, and just some unexpected things happening that's kind of taking me off my game. So we'll get back after it tomorrow. So appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you. All you got to lose is Zach and I saw All right, we're probably at a spot where I can talk a little bit. Welcome to the Eagle Ridge 50K. We're about 12 miles into it, almost to the halfway point where I'll refuel, but so far we're feeling good. We're making really good time. And I haven't really been able to pull out and film. Trails have been pretty tricky, but I got a nice little uphill spot right here. But this is kind of what it looks like right now. Well, if I can get the thing to turn around. There we go. Yeah, just kind of going up this little access road right here, but most of the trails have been single track mostly, and pretty technical. So yeah, we'll pick it up later. Alright guys, we are pretty spread out right now. We're at mile 20 of the Mount Cheehaw 50K, rocking my new plaid button up that I bought specifically just for this race. Yeah, I will say so far the course, there's been a lot of climbing. I mean, the last one was a lot of climbing too, but there hasn't really been much runnable, trail. It's you probably could get, up until this last mile, if you could get a quarter mile of running, that was good. But been raining mostly all day, which sucks. But because you couldn't really see anything, it was so misty. But yeah, this is kind of what it looks like. Just a bunch of single track trails. You can see people maybe way over there that are climbing. We got one big climb left, about 8 miles. It's basically a mile straight up. So it's probably gonna take me about 30 minutes to climb that. But yeah, I don't really have any goals for this event. Just be in good shape for next weekend. Really, don't hurt myself. That's kind of my goal here. So we're tracking to probably finish here in the next 2.5 hours ish. Kind of been using a different strategy. Really been trying to utilize the aid stations as much as I can this time versus other times. But yeah, that's kind of the update right here. And I think we still have a pretty big creek crossing that's like knee-deep water. So I will show you that. We just crossed one, but we have a rock set up, so I'm not sure. But if we get to it, I'll pull this puppy out, show you what it's like. But I'm gonna put this back up and get to running. Here she is. Here she is, the creek crossing. Oh my Lord. There's really no good way to cross this thing. You just gotta go in and get your feet wet. Ooh, boy, that's cold. That is cold. Feels pretty good though. No, not gonna lie. Oh my God. Now we have soaked feet for the next 9 miles. I feel pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie.